Oh, beautiful viewers down the south throughout the cosmos, prepare to indulge in experience and sheer bliss, because today I wanted to render the worst possible Marvel Legends series of all time transparent. What is the most abysmal, most appalling, most egregious, most atrocious, most dreadful Marvel Legends series of all time? Well, let me address that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. In my subjective opinion, I believe that the Marvel Legends Monger series is definitively the worst Marvel Legends series of all time. Why, you may ask? Well, let me demystify that answer to that inquiry. The primary reason is because the figurines within the series are mostly Iron Man. Who wants to purchase a multitude of Iron Man variations when you only need one? Now, the figures within the series encompass 3 variants of Iron Man, 2 variants of the Iron Patriot, Ultron, and of course the Build-A-Figure Iron Monger. You need to purchase all figurines within the set in order to be eligible to assemble the Iron Monger figurine, unless you purchase them via eBay on the second-hand market for a hefty premium price. In stark contrast to the Marvel Legends produced by Toy Biz, the Hasbro Marvel Legends lack ample points of articulation. They lack articulation in their finger joints, and they also do not come bundled with the quality accessories that Toy Biz Marvel Legends came bundled with. Furthermore, they are devoid of being packaged with a comic book that allows you to learn about the lore of the figurine that you purchased. So these figurines are relatively disappointing in contrast to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines, which were released in the early 2000s. Despite these figurines, a part of the Iron Monger series, being released amid February 2013, they epitomize shoddy figurines when you compare them to the Marvel Legends figurines released in the early 2000s by Toy Biz, which sold for less than half the price that these Iron Monger series figurines retailed for. So it's just a real shame that for under $10 in the early 2000s you could get superior versions of Iron Man from various Marvel Legends series. With all the improvements of technology, the figurines have retailed for a price more than double of that a decade ago, and they're not as articulate in conjunction with having worser shading and worser textures when you compare them to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines of Iron Man. So I'm relatively disappointed with the series. You do not get much of a variety. You get 2 Iron Patriots, 3 Iron Mans, an Ultron, and a relatively small Build-A-Figure when you compare the figurine to the size of Galactus, or Giant Man, or Onslaught, or the Sentinel that was packaged with the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines. I know I keep honing in on the past and reminiscing about the past, but it just doesn't make any sense why the standard has plummeted. Toy Biz spare no expense. Hasbro charges double the price of that Toy Biz charged for the figurines, and you get less value for your money. These figurines have less intrinsic value in contrast to the Toy Biz Marvel Legend figurines. So I'm relatively disappointed. I mean, they're mediocre at best. they have limited articulation. You can still place them in an epic pose, but they just don't have as much variety or as much value, or have the same level of visual fidelity when you compare them to the Marvel Legends figurines produced by Toy Biz in the early 2000s of Iron Man. So these Iron Man variants, they're okay, but overall, as an aggregate, as a totality, I would rate this Marvel Legends Iron Monger series to be 3 out of 10. It lacks variety. If you already possess an Iron Man, and there's no reason to procure the other figurines within the set. Ultron may appeal to you, but yet again, you could have purchased the superior Marvel Select version of Ultron, or the superior Toy Biz version of Ultron. Furthermore, the Iron Patriot is just another costume for War Machine. You could have procured the War Machine figurine amid buying figures for the Galactus series in the early 2000s. So if you forgo the opportunity to purchase different variants of figurines that you already possess, then you wouldn't have been able to assemble Iron Monger. So overall, the series just lacks value in so many facets. These figurines have already been produced. Superior versions of these figurines have already been churned out for lower prices than the prices they retailed for in 2013. I doubt a Ironmonger figurine was released, but that character may only appeal to a niche fan base and not to the mainstream Marvel fans who are unaware of the character's existence. So I just think that the series is dreadful. I mean, I guess you could say the Iron Patriot suit is visually appealing, but it's not worth double the price of the War Machine figurine that came bundled with a piece of Galactus and came packaged with a comic book, and that had more points of articulation than his successor, Iron Patriot figurine. So this just agitates me how the standard where action figures continues to plunge, continues to plummet, continues to decrease as companies amplify their retail prices for their products and cut costs, which compromises the integrity and the overall quality of the figurines that are released onto the market. So those are my gripes about these figures. This wave is clearly not diverse. If you already possess Iron Man, Ultron, and War Machine, then why would you opt to buy any of these figurines? Ironmonger is not worth over $120. These variants of Iron Man are unequivocally not worth over $20, and their articulation is just subpar in contrast to the Marvel Legend Iron Man figurines produced by Toy Biz. So this series as a whole is just unappealing and lackluster, and deters me from wanting to collect Marvel Legends figurines. since Hasbro cannot live up to the standard set forth by Toy Biz, people would contend that the Marvel Legends line was ruined post Toy Biz filed for bankruptcy. I share that viewpoint because the prices have amplified and their quality has deteriorated and is not on par with the early Marvel Legends released by Toy Biz that were less than half the price of the modern day Marvel Legends figurines that are shoddy in contrast to the older Marvel Legends figurines. I mean, it just really infuriates me, but there's nothing I can do. I do not preside over Hasbro, nor do I have the license to produce my own Marvel Legends figurines, so I guess I'll just have to go on eBay and procure Marvel Legends figurines from a decade ago, because the ones today are just dreadful when compared to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, and because they clearly don't warrant their retail prices, nor their second-hand market prices. Only the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurines have tremendous value. So, that's my subjective opinion. Your sentiments may be disparate from mine. If they are, please feel free to divulge them. If you can't converse with me, please feel free to notify me. And if you opted to procure this entire set, please feel free to let me know, because if you did, I would be bewildered and flustered. Regardless, I hope that you deem this video to be insightful and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.